Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the newest collection from Lights Lacquer. This is the Bienvenidos collection. These are all available right now, so I will link the Lights Lacquer website down below where you guys can check these out. I also have a coupon/affiliate code with Lights Lacquer, which will be on the screen and in the description box. 6 polishes altogether, as well as these new nail art tattoos, and I will get into the swatches. The first polish is called Hide the Rum, and this is described as a bright tangerine orange. So the formula on this felt great. It covered pretty well on that first coat. It was just a little tiny bit uneven, some streaks, but nothing crazy. It covered almost completely for me on 2 coats. I had one uneven stripe left on my nail, but it was really hard to see even in person, especially not on camera. So I didn't think it was worth doing a 3rd coat. You may want 3, just depending on how picky you are, but I kind of doubt it. And this also dried just a little bit darker than it is when it's wet. So that is 2 coats of Hide the Rum. The next polish is called Coralcabana, and this is described as a neon coral. This is a super neon, super hot pink kind of jelly finish. I know Lights Lacquer describes it as a cream finish, but it's like a little jellyish to me. The formula is really good. It's very, very even. It does dry matte, which is like a feature or a bug, just depending on how you look at it. I had a little bit of nail line showing after the 2nd coat, and honestly, I would totally wear it like that, but I wanted to add a 3rd just to see what kind of coverage I could get. This did cover completely for me in 3 coats, and I was also really happy with how color accurate this was showing on my camera. I was expecting this to not look accurate at all, and it actually looks pretty good. So that is 3 coats of Coralcabana. The next polish is called Girl from Ipanema, and this is described as a hibiscus pink with a fine rainbow glitter and translucent jelly finish. This is a jelly. It's definitely sheer. It's way more sheer than the last polish, but this one was actually called a jelly by Lights Lacquer, where the last one wasn't, so that makes sense. It is loaded with sparkle, though. It has a really fine holographic sparkle, and then also kind of a pink-orange shimmer mixed in there. It covers pretty evenly. It did build up okay here in the 2nd coat, but obviously there's still a lot of nail line showing. It is a jelly. So again, it is a jelly, so there's still some nail line showing after 3 coats. It didn't really bother me much. My nails are pretty short. I think if your nails are a lot longer, you're going to see much more of that nail line than you can on my own nails. And you won't have any texture or difficulty removing any of that shimmer that's in there because it is very, very fine. So that is 3 coats of Girl from Ipanema. The next polish is called Tranquila y Tropical, and this is described as a leaf green. This is so good. I love this so much. So the formula is really good. The coverage is pretty good. It is a little bit uneven on that 1st coat, but it built up totally fine for me in the 2nd coat. The color is such a fantastic shade of green. I am so in love with this one. I think if there is a must-have from this collection, it is this one by far. So that is 2 coats of Tranquila y Tropical. So the next polish is called Balou, and this is described as a Caribbean water blue. This is very sheer. So it is pretty even. It did take a little bit of work to get that even, but not like a ton of work, and it was definitely possible to get it there. I just had to go over some spots a couple more times than I normally would. I did find the formula on this one to be a little bit thin. I had to make sure to do a really thin coat and go back and swipe some of the extra polish off of my nail, because if I had too much in one spot, it would run down the sides and pool and flood my sidewall. The color built up a little bit on the 2nd coat, but I did actually find that it was harder to even out the coverage on the 2nd coat than it was on the 1st. It did build up a little bit more on the 3rd coat, but it was still pretty sheer. It is a jelly. Jellies are trendy. I understand that it's supposed to be sheer, but this was a little bit more sheer than I would want for a polish. This would probably be really good for like jelly sandwiches where you layer glitter in between the coats of polish, or for layering over other colors, but it's just a little bit too sheer for me for everyday wear on its own. So that is 3 coats of Balou. And the last polish is called In Kokomo, and this is described as a deep seafoam green with large pink glitter and translucent jelly-like finish. So also a jelly, but much less sheer than the last one. These flakies that are in here, they're described as pink glitter, but they almost look like a color shifting flaky, like a little bit. I don't think they're like a multi-chrome flaky, but they do look like they have a little iridescent something going on. The flakies stand out really well. This built up really well in 2 coats. I would honestly just wear it like this because I'm very not picky about nail line anymore, but I did want to see what kind of coverage I could get out of a 3rd coat. I actually am glad that I added that 3rd coat because the color got a little bit deeper, and I do like that slightly deeper color better. There was still a little bit of nail line showing, but it was a very little bit. But if you do have longer nails than mine, that's going to be a little bit more obvious. So that is 3 coats of In Kokomo. So that is the Lights Lacquer Bienvenidos collection. My favorite here has got to be Tranquila, I can't even say it, Tranquila y Tropical. I love this green. The formula was really good and the color is just perfect. So again, this collection is available right now. I will link the Lights Lacquer website down below, as well as my coupon/affiliate code with Lights Lacquer, which will be on the screen and in the description box. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.